Yeah.
Like church did a good job at teaching me how to die. So, man, I'll be honest, my parents drugged me to church. But here's the truth. I loved it. I loved going to church because when I was at church, the fear of what I lived in at home went away. I felt protected. My mom was an alcoholic and my dad sold drugs, which
Wow, I didn't know.
for a
Okay,
long
okay,
time,
sorry.
they kept that from me. So, to the outside looking in, I lived a pretty cookie cutter. But somewhere along the lines, like I just never was afforded the knowledge of how to live.
Yeah.
Like church did a good job at teaching me how to die. But number two, there was a conviction as a sinner of I need Jesus. And I always wanted him, wanted to be like him. But man, I never really understood until years later that Jesus wasn't just a savior that gets you to heaven. He was also a teacher that taught you how to live. Because of the things that I was exposed to at a young age
Yeah.
and the things that it did to me and my soul, by the age of 14, like I needed something to give me relief. And what I was looking for Jesus to do, alcohol and drugs did better.
You look at the church and you're like, these people are put together and maybe a little bit boring.
That's what I always remember church, being like a clergyman standing at the top of the stairs with a Bible rather than a father with an open arm to give you a hug. And I mean, I can't tell you how many times I go to church with burden, go to the altar every week, cry because I'm so confused. My parents fuss, scared to go to the bathroom, walking on eggshells that, my mom might not be in a good mood. Like just fear. And that kind of fear is crippling to a 12-year-old. Eventually, like I did at 14, you walk away from church and God and, you pursue a lifestyle that you feel like you find acceptance in. And that's what happened to me.